night time on a night shift. My goodness, I've come to get my jacket. It's very freezing here, especially with the air conditioners. See, very dark. Night shifts, guys, night shift. For the faint-hearted. So I've had to get a jacket. I love my jacket. I just finished my night shift. I need to drop the kids to school, but before that, I'll just prepare chapati dough and then go to school, come and do chapati, then I go sleep. It's 8 o'clock. I'm dropping off kids to school. Today they are going a little bit early because of excursion. So I'm dropping my young one in the middle, junior school. Now bye, love you, darling. Time to go back and prepare my lunch. The compound, that's the field, the compound, you can see it there. And all the parking. So it's now going home. Need to go home and it's still early in the morning though. To do all this. And as a parent, I'm content, I'm happy doing all this. I don't wait for anyone to come and do this work for me. I do it by myself. And I thank God for the energy, I thank God for the peace of mind, I thank God for everything. I don't complain. I'm just past that age of complaining. Oh, what, no. So guys, I just finished dropping kids to school. I'm in the park now. There are so many times that I've come to this park after dropping kids and I fall asleep in this chair. I'm exhausted that morning. I'm exhausted, and I feel like going to the house is just like a kilometer away. You know the way you do a night shift, it's 12 hours. And then you get really exhausted, you're catching up, you're wanting to catch up with sleep in the morning. And then after parking, I just crash in the car for like half an hour or even 1 hour. By the time I realize myself, oh my God, my neck is breaking because you're not comfortable when you're sleeping here in the car. So your neck is breaking, and that's when I just stagger around and I go to sleep. That's how my day looks like sometimes it's really hectic. And the way you try to keep awake at night, you try to keep awake. By the way, you're fighting with the body clock. Your body wants to sleep at night, but you're fighting, you're going against it, you're going against what your body would like. So that's anyway, and that's an option for me to do night shift. I cannot complain really because they do work well for me. People have asked me, why do you do night shifts, blah blah blah, if you do night shifts. Look, this is what I've got on my table at the moment. When my kids grow up, I probably will contemplate on trying and to do some day shifts, but for now that is what is working for me. I can't pretend to be somebody else, and I'm not. I have to know that I am who I am, and it's me who is looking after my kids. So look, I just do what will work well for my family, and that's why I've chosen night shift. I just leave my kids getting ready to sleep. We have supper together, and then I go to work. I come in the morning, I find them ready, and then I drop them off to school. And this goes on and on. Same routine Monday to Friday. At least Saturdays are better for me, because when I come on Saturday they are still asleep and they like sleeping in over the weekend. So at least Saturdays is a better day for me, because at least I catch up well with my sleep. But again, Sunday, when I come in the morning, Sunday again, I don't actually sleep in the morning, or maybe an hour, and we get ready for church, of which I don't complain again, because after God has given you a whole week, what do you expect? You just go and give thanks to God. Now I'm gonna get to do this video here. It's a bit bright. I'm gonna do it here. It's just gonna take a few minutes. If resilience was a person, I would nominate every single mother, or every single parent. I would nominate them if resilience was a person. Why do I want to talk about resilience? This is the shock absorbers that you've got. What makes you resistant when you're tackling life stressors. So the ability to be able to manage your stresses in life, and you are not able to break down. You don't crash into stresses. You don't get depressed. The joy that you've got when you're doing that work. It's stressful work. It's stressful, as I told you, to look after the kids every time, blah blah blah. Every time you do the same old, like, what motivates you to continue going on and on and on and on? This is what I call resilience. Did you know that resilience is a determining factor even for mental health? For somebody not to be able to crash into a depression or into an episode of mental health crisis, you have to have the good shock absorbers to help you, to be resilient, to be strong, to overcome the difficult situation. Let's say, for example, it's a situation like grief. What makes you overcome that phase of grief, from denial to acceptance that somebody has passed away, and now you're able to do your daily activities again? It's how resilient you are. But some of the people, because of they are weak, they are not able to handle all these stresses, you find that they go into an episode of mental health. So it's always good, or in favor of somebody, if you're resilient enough, you create the resilience skills so that you can be able to absorb all this. Life cannot always give you some it's not a silver platter. Life has a lot of things, and it can really humble. Life really humbles. Yes, it really humbles, especially people who are in the Western countries. Surely we know how life humbles. Just tell me, a single mother, you don't have anyone like a husband to help you with the kids, because here you can't even afford to employ somebody to come and look after your kids. It's not like the privileges we used to have in Africa, where you had somebody to look after your kids, and you go to work, or you do other shows in the house. So here it's you to wash the utensils. It's you to make sure that people eat in your family. It's you to make sure that those kids go to school, they go tuition, they go to other activities after school. It's you to make sure you do all that. And how can you actually do that without even without crashing? So everyone formulates a way of being able to tackle daily activities, daily stressors, daily work. so that to avoid that mental health crisis. So anyway, I'm just showing you how my life normally is. This is just bits and pieces. I haven't shown you how my work also is another stressor. Of course, is another stressor, because it's not just easy, it's also, but you try to find joy in whatever you do. There is nothing that you can say that it's just 100% good or 100% joyful when you're doing it, but we just pray God and thank God for where you are, because some other people, if it's work, some other people are praying God to have the same work you have, but they don't have. So when you're blessed by God, just being thankful is another way. Being thankful is another way. You overcome a lot of temptations. You overcome a lot of negative thoughts when you become thankful. Become thankful even when you have those children. How many people are there nowadays? They want children, but they can't have. They don't even have a single child. But you, that God has blessed you, and the only stresses you're having is just like how to drop those kids to school, to cook for them, or to just attend to them. I think it's just, sometimes it's good just to appreciate where you are at life, in your life. It's just good to appreciate where you are. So anyway, I'm just gonna leave you with the nuggets of resilience. How is your resilience looking like today? Okay, be prayerful also. Prayer also increases resilience. If you don't pray, yoga, meditating, exercising, have a good sleep, stuff like that, they will increase your resilience in life. Guys, you can't believe this is the continuation of the same video. Just mark you, I haven't slept at all. I haven't slept because I've received a call that I need to go pick up somebody from the airport. This is one of the family members, so I need to go pick her up, and then I'll sleep, I think around 1 o'clock. So I'll sleep for 2 hours. So 3 o'clock I'll start again to go pick up the kids from school. After I pick them up, I think I'll sleep for another 1 hour. Then I go again to work. Okay, so I will have slept for 3 hours only today. So I've prepared my mind that today, guess what? You're not going to sleep. These are some of the things that we encounter here, and you have to do life. You have to also help other people, because they are also there for you. When you need them, they are there for you. So you also need to be there for other people. So what did I want to tell you? It's coming down to resilience. Today's topic is about resilience. How are you able to hold pressures of life? How do you handle the pressures? Okay, and this is what I'm saying, that everyone has their own ways of handling the pressures of life. Some other people will be like stressful, other people will be like complaining. You know what? Since I realized I'm going to look after these children by my own, I called myself, a meeting. I was the agenda, I was the chairman, the treasurer, the whatever, everything. I called myself, myself and I called myself a meeting, and I said, my life now is very stressful. My kids are very young. Mark you that time when everything was crashing down in my relationship, my child was only 3 months old. What would I have done? What would you have done, even if it's you? You have 3 children. What would you have done? You know what God helped me to do, and I will forever be grateful to God. I didn't hold my cheek. I start crying. I didn't hold my cheek to look at my problems. I said, you know what? I'm the one who is here. I'll sit on that chair. Me, myself, and I. And I asked God, I welcome you in this house. I hand over to God when I'm going anywhere. So I told God I don't want to stress. Otherwise, mental health is going to crush me in this country. It's, it's a very lonely country sometimes. It can be really lonely. So what I did, when things were crashing down in my relationship, I went to school. I went to develop myself. Sometimes that negative energy, sometimes we exhibit negative energy, especially when people have done something wrong to you. You exhibit that negative energy. Or some things in life can make you have the negative energy. What do you do? How do you use that negative energy? When you're given lemons, do you make a lemonade out of it? Do you know lemonade is also as sweet? Or do you just crush your lemons? Just learn to make a lemonade out of a lemon. Just learn it. And that's the time you will start appreciating life. Okay? So I'm heading off. We'll chat later.